guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed this look here for you. It's kind of like a galaxy kind of inspired look. I don't know what I'm gonna call this yet. But yeah, it's not what I originally had planned to film, but I got inspired like halfway through to kind of change it up, and so I did. And I had posted up a poll on my Facebook and Twitter, on my personal Facebook account and my Twitter account, and a lot of people wanted me to use the Jaclyn Hill palette and the Morphe 35B palette, and on my Facebook it was kind of like a 50-50. So I ended up really just using both, and I really like the way this turned out. Again, like I said, it's not what I had planned to do, but it came out really well. I did change the lip up from what I had in the video. I ended up adding a purple lip liner and a little bit of the Forever Lit from the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit with Anastasia on the lips as well, just to kind of make it pop a little more. In the video I ended up using kind of like a nude lip color just because I didn't want to take too much attention from the eyes, but then I figured, you know what, I might as well just go all out and do like purple and shimmery lip color too, because it goes well with the look. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that just in case you're wondering why the lip now is a little bit different than the one in the video. But yeah, as always, if you're not already, please subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. If you can, leave some comments down below of any video ideas or any requests you have for me, and I do respond pretty quickly to comments. And also, if you want to chat with me outside of my videos, then go ahead and follow me on social media. I do leave those down in the description as well. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling and get right into the video. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to be going into my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette first, and I take the shades Silk Cream and Butter on a Morphe E27 brush, and I've been really liking those two as my transition shade lately. I've been using them for like every look that I do. I don't know what it is about them, but they're really pretty together. And next I'm going into the Morphe 35B palette and picking up the shade Lavender on a Morphe M518 brush. I've really been liking this brush a lot. I like the long bristles, and it's helped apply shades into my crease a bit easier and not so dense compared to the M433 brush. And to help define the shape that I'm going for with this eye look, which is kind of like a winged look, like a cat eye look, I'm using some translucent powder on my Morphe Contour and Highlight Sponge. And also it's going to help catch any fallout from the darker shades that I'm going to start going in with in a little bit. Then I decided to take the shade Fuchsia, and I believe I'm still using the M518 brush, and I decided to apply that right on top of Lavender. I'm trying to just slowly build my way up into the darker shades instead of just going in darkly. It kind of helps give it a gradient effect, which I like, and it helps it not look so harsh. And the next shade I'm going in with is the shade Purplish, and that is on a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm applying that just a little bit below Fuchsia. Again, this is to help darken it slowly and give it like a gradient effect. And I'm applying the shimmer shade on the lid before I go in with the darker shades. I apply just a little bit of concealer onto the lid and look straight up, and wherever it transfers to is how high I'm going to apply the concealer, just so I don't have to deal with transferring later. And to help apply and spread out the concealer, I'm using a Morphe synthetic brush. It doesn't have a name because it did come in a set, so I'm not sure, but any synthetic brush you have will help. And I'm just patting it out to help spread it and get it as far as I want that, how far I'm going to want that shimmer shade to go. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shimmer shade Obsessed from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking that on a Morphe M522 brush. I did spray just a little bit of my Mario Badescu facial spray on top of the color once it was applied on the brush, and went straight in on the lid just where I applied concealer. I'm starting to get really obsessed with that color. It is such a pretty shimmery shade. It's not too bright for me, and I think it would be a good brow highlight on me because the other two shades, the first two shades in her palette, are just a little too light. And I'm just going to do the same technique on the other eye. And I didn't come up with this on my own, of course. I started doing this after I saw Nicole Guerrero do this, and I realized how much it helps me personally, and I'm sure it helps other people as well, but it helps me not have to deal with transferring lid shades like later on throughout the day, which I have had trouble with before in the past. Next, I'm just taking the shade Purplish, and I'm taking that on a Morphe M433 brush just to help blend out those harsh lines between the shimmer shade and the fuchsia shade that I'd applied before, because we do not want any harsh lines. We want it to blend seamlessly and look just perfect. Next, I'm taking my M433 brush again, and this time going in with the shade Grape Pop. It is such a pretty deep purple shade, and I'm applying that more so on the outer corner just to kind of help wing it out. I don't know what it was, but today I felt like kind of doing a winged eyeshadow look and just making sure I blend all of that together, just because again we don't want any harsh lines. I do end up taking that into the inner corner as well when I have a little less product, just so it's not so pigmented and dark, because we don't want all of the, I mean, I know it's a halo eye, but I didn't want it to be too dark in the inner corner. And again, just going ahead and applying it the exact same way on the other eye. Next, I'm going in with the Color Icon Kohl Liner by Wet n Wild in the shade You're Always White, and just applying that to my waterline because I didn't want to do anything dark and smoky. I just wanted it to be bright down there. And then next, I'm going in with the shade Denim from the 35B palette, and I'm using a Morphe M432 brush to apply that just really tight into the lash line, but not too tight, so it's in the waterline, because I didn't want it to cover up that white kohl liner that we just applied. Next, I'm going in with my Morphe E36 brush and taking the shade Purplish again, just applying that right underneath denim to kind of help smoke it out a little bit and help it blend in with the upper lid area. And I really like, honestly, I'm just like loving the way that that came out and blended together so effortlessly. Goodness, I can't speak today. So I went ahead and grabbed a random brush and wiped off the excess translucent powder I had on my face. Then I took my Morphe E18 brush and applied the shade Soda Pop to kind of help darken and smoke out the bottom lash line just a little bit. And I also ended up going in with that same brush and using the shade Denim and applying that onto my upper lid as well, just to kind of help give a little bit of a darker gradient effect to the eye, because again I was trying to go for like a galaxy look and I thought adding the blue would kind of help on the lid. And honestly, in seeing it now, I don't see too big of a difference, but I mean it helped just a little bit, I guess. Okay, for some reason I thought that applying like white liner on the lid would look really good with this look. So I took that same kohl liner from before and was trying to do a winged liner with it. As you can see, I was struggling just a little bit. The creamy, I guess it was too creamy or wasn't creamy enough or something. It just wasn't applying as well as I thought. And then about here is when I realized that that was a mistake. So I ended up just reapplying it into my waterline, because I did notice that applying those darker shades kind of muted out the white, so I applied it again. And then I ended up going in with a black eyeliner on the lid, and I used the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Precision Longwear eyeliner. And yeah, I really like this felt tip liner. It is really nice, and I've had it honestly for quite a while, and it's surprisingly hasn't dried out on me yet, and which has happened with most of the other felt tip liners that I've tried. So I'm very happy with this, and I definitely will be repurchasing it again in the near future. Also, can we just take a minute to appreciate that eyeliner, that wing that I did? I stepped back from doing eyeliner for the specific reason that I sucked at it for the longest time. I used to do so well on my wing liner, but then I stopped using it for such a long time. And so when I finally picked it up, I just could not get a wing for the life of me. But it looks like I've kind of got my touch back, and I'm very happy about that. Next, after finishing this, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara, which I've been talking about this mascara for the past couple of videos. I am so obsessed with it. Honestly, I've tried to use Maybelline mascara and also the Roller Lash by Benefit, and nothing compares to this mascara. My lashes look amazing using this mascara every time. I wear it alone half the time as well, without having any other eye makeup on. Just brows, lashes, and a lip, and I'm good to go. Next, I'm just setting my eyebrows with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. Today I decided to use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist in Light Brunette to fill in my brows instead of the Dip Brow by Anastasia. And I just didn't want a bold brow today. Next, I'm setting my face with the Mario Badescu Facial Setting Spray, and then going in with the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit with Anastasia Beverly Hills, using the shade Kitty Cat on a Morphe M510 brush. And this shade, I don't know what it was, but I thought that this pinky shade would go really well with this look, and I was kind of right. It looks really good. So just applying that on normal places, cheeks, nose, Cupid's bow, and my forehead. And then I ended up going in with the shade Forever Lit, which is that really pretty white iridescent shade. It's got like a reflex of blue and purple in it, I think. And applied that just at the highest points of my cheek with that same M510 brush, and only on, well, not only on my cheeks, because I did apply just a little bit to my nose, but I realized it was just a little too much, so I went in with a dual fiber brush and just kind of blended it out because I didn't want my nose to be too bright. Then I decided to take my E8 brush from Morphe, or E18, sorry, and apply just a little bit to the lid, but I didn't really like the way it looked. I thought it brightened it up a little more than, or whited it out just a little more than I wanted. So I ended up going in with the shade Obsessed again and just reapplying that on top. Which honestly on camera you can't see too big of a difference, but when I applied it, I could, like in the mirror, I could see a difference. And I decided to take the shade Forever Lit and apply that right into the inner corner. I do like the way it came out because applying it with the purple shades helped bring out the purple reflex in the highlighter. Next, I decided to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick, and I use the shade Milk and Cookies. I liked the way it looked. It was a very neutral lip, but as you can see from my intro, I ended up changing it. And yeah, that completes today's look for you guys. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave any comments of any video suggestions that you have for me. And yeah, let me know if you like me doing voiceover videos or talk through videos more. So yeah, until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Love you. Bye.